Okay, recording is started. So, good afternoon, students. This is a class of Professional Practice Law and Ethics, lecture number 8. So, last class we are discussing about professional ethics. So, finally, we conclude today about professional ethics. So, you can consider this is the last class of professional ethics, thus module 2. Okay. So, first, let me share my screen first. Okay, my screen is visible, right? देख पा रहे हो ना? Please respond to your chat box. Am I audible? Screen is visible or not? Okay. So yeah. So we'll start. Okay. So as you can see, the name of the topic. So we'll discuss about several subtopic. That is, we'll discuss first about profession and professionalism. Okay. What is the basic definition of profession? We already discussed about that, but still we're going to just revise that term about profession and professionalism. Okay. Then we'll discuss about a conflict of interest. Okay, and we'll discuss about a difference between gift and bribery. So we already given some we discussed something about gift and bribery in the last class, but anyway. And lastly we'll discuss about environmental breaches. Okay, environmental breaches means some gap, environmental gap. Okay, so these are the some subtopic that I have taken for you in the last class of professional ethics. Okay, so let's start. So about profession, it is already known to you. What is professions? Professions are those occupation that both require advanced study, both require advanced study and mastery of a specialized body of knowledge, and undertake to promote, ensure, and safeguard some aspect of others' well-being. Okay, so yeah, it is basically it is a very basic definition of profession. So that means you have to utilize your knowledge, okay, your experience, but for a safeguard of others well-being. That means you can consider the safeguard of the environment, right? Okay, someone is waiting in the lobby. Let's first unlock my meeting. And what is professionalism? It is the conduct, behavior, and attitude of someone in a work or business environment. That means how you behave in a particular environment. If you consider in a professional environment, your behavior, it will be defined by professionalism. Okay, so this is defined definition of professionalism. Okay, so they are particularly little bit different from each other. So we'll discuss some about responsibility. That means professional responsibility. So there are some points I have considered here for you. In total, yeah, 5 responsibility are considered here, are discussed here. Fine. So professional responsibility, it represents what? It represents legal and moral duty of a professional to apply his or her knowledge in ways that benefit his or her client and the wider society without causing any injury or damage to other, okay, or to either. That means uh, your work or your action should not affect badly to the particular client or to the society. Okay, so this is a basic summary of professional responsibility, but let's discuss about in detail about professional responsibility. So it consists of the following, that is ensuring integrity. Okay, that means, or you can say your loyalty or something like that. Okay, so ensuring integrity means what? You should tell the truth in report. That means you should prepare your report truthfully. Tell truth in report, conversation and other communication. Follow copyright and laws. I think regarding copyright and laws, it will be discussed, or it may be discussed. I don't know, but it will be discussed in these coming classes. Of course, I think it will be in last model, model number 5. Okay, fine. So you should also follow the copyrights and law. Okay, should not misuse the company data, or should not you know um, release your company information data to other unauthorized parties. You should value and protect intellectual property. Regarding intellectual property, also we'll discuss in the lecture module number 5. So what kind of intellectual property will be like copyright, patent, trademarks, trade secrets, etc. You should not misuse the particular intellectual property of others. Okay, and not put personal gain over the needs of the particular project and prevent conflict of interest. That means we already discussed in the last class. That means you should give the needs of the project or client interest first before your personal gain. Okay, yeah. When conflict of interest will come in picture, conflict of interest will come in picture when the personal interest or personal gain um, come over or taken over the interest of the client or interest of the project. Okay, next, number 2, contributing to the knowledge base. It's actually expressing about or telling about knowledge sharing. Okay, you should not be so confined to your knowledge. You should, you know, spread your knowledge or share your knowledge. That means share lesson learned from the project with other project manager in the company. Share lessons learned from the particular project with other project manager in a particular company. Perform research to discover best practice management and share the result with others. Also, it should be transparent. Okay, that means whatever you have experienced in a particular previous work, you should share your experience with your fellow colleague in a particular company, and so that together you and your company can improve in a particular way indirectly for the welfare of the society. Okay, next, number 3, applying professional knowledge. Yeah, so it is also very important to apply a professional based knowledge. So you must, as a professional, you must respect and recognize the intellectual property or intellectual work of others client, and cannot claim others work as their own. Work or research and development sources must be documented and acknowledged by the project manager when relying on others' work. That means, as per this third point, that is applying professional knowledge, from this third point, you can understand that you should not claim others' work as yours. Okay, suppose some other party or other person have uh, followed a different method for conducting the similar work. Okay, now in your work, if you want to use others' method, you can use particular his method, but you should give him a um, loyalty, or you can say or acknowledgement. Okay, you should not you should not claim that particular work is done by yours which is not yours. Okay, you should not. It is a particular property, intellectual property of others. Okay, because he has proposed or he or she has proposed something, a new innovative idea for a particular project work. Okay, now you can use the particular work, but you should acknowledge him for his contribution. You should not misuse or you should not claim that particular approach, that particular method as yours work. Okay, it is against your professional ethics. Next, balancing stakeholders' interest. Yeah, it is almost most important term. That is, you should respect the interest of a client or stakeholders. Okay, so a professional must represent themselves and their project truthfully to the general public, whether in terms of advertising, a press release, or in terms of public forums, and must avoid conflict of interest with customer and other stakeholders. That means you should maintain a good relation with customer and other stakeholders, and it will come from where? It will come by behaving as a loyal professional engineer. Okay, and while following the professional ethics, then only there should not be any professional conflict of interest in a particular project. Okay, you should respect others' interests of stakeholders. Next, at last, number five, respecting differences. So, what is this means? Interact with team and stakeholders in a professional and cooperative manner. Okay, that means since you are in a profession, and there is a difference between casual and professional. Okay, like what the way you behave or talk with your friend, it should not be similar when it will come to a professional meeting or professional communication. Okay, so there is a difference. So you have to maintain your professionalism while communicating or interacting with the other team members or stakeholders in a professional and cooperative manner. You should man, behave like a professional when it comes to a professional platform. Okay, you should understand the cultural diversity. That means since we are living in India, having different cultural um, community, so you should respect other community or respect other cultures. Okay, like that. So respect culture diversity, norms, and stakeholders communication style. Okay, and show flexibility towards diversity, tolerance, and self control. Okay, you may be encountered, you may be in a particular situation where uh, there may be a chance of fight or debate. Okay, I'm not talking about physical fight, I'm talking about debate only. So it's up to yours, it is your responsibility that how you behave or how you deal with a particular situation. Okay, so there must be some professional manner to handle a particular situation. So you must have some tolerance and self control, and yeah, also we have to respect others community, others cultural diversity. Okay, like that. So these very important some for few points, or you can say the responsibility or professional responsibility that every engineer must follow in a professional career. Fine. So let's we'll go to the next content, that is your conflict of interest. So yeah, I uh, already discussed with you that when conflict of interest will occur, when when there is a when there is your personal interest, no, dominate the interest of the society, then a conflict of interest will come in picture. Okay, so a conflict of interest occurs when an entity or a particular individual becomes unreliable because of a clash between personal interest and professional duties or responsibility. Okay, if you're following professional responsibility, then there should not be any conflict of interest. And if you can hear about this term, conflict of interest in a particular company, that means there must be some error or there must be some uh, misunderstanding between professional ethics or responsibility. Okay, fine. In business, a conflict of interest arises when a person chooses personal gain over duties to their employer or to an organization in which they are as stakeholders or exploits their position for personal gain in some way. I think this term you have already understand. How can a particular person can exploit their position for personal gain by taking bribe, of course. Okay, so you can, I think most of the government institute you can hear, not in the government, even in the private also. So there are most of the person are misusing their position, and because it is because of the lack of professional ethics. There is the main only you can say professional ethics. Okay, there is a lack of professional ethics. So next, gift and bribery. So this is also a very important term to understand. You should, as a professional engineer, you must understand what is um, gift and what is bribery. So in a very simple definition, a gift is something of value given without the expectation of return. Okay, and a bribe is the same thing given in the hope of influence or a benefit. At a very thin line of defense is exists between gift and bribery. So you must get to know or get to understand about the difference between gift and bribe. So if you are in a particular professional environment in future, if somebody is approaching you with a particular gift or whatever you say, a particular thing, so you must ensure whether it is in what manner is giving to me, whether it's terms of gift or in terms of bribery. Okay, so you should aware of this term. Next, at the last, I want to mention here environmental breaches. So what is environmental breaches means? The gap of environmental awareness. Okay, the gap is now increasing day by day. So most of the time we usually ignore the environmental condition now we are facing. Okay, since we are in a global warming situation, even in the present scenario, and the scene is going worse and worse. And yeah, we need development in a particular region, but with development, we should not compromise with the health and environment. Okay, we should not be compromised because ultimately we are harming ourselves or our future generation only, nothing else. So yeah, uh, an actual breach is a situation or actual gap is a situation where a business has failed to comply with an environmental regulation or environmental law. It may be that dispute that the level of care and attention the organization gives to environmental protection, something has gone wrong and an accident has occurred. So whenever there is a rise in, I think in a very news, you can hear about global warming, increasing pollution level, okay, air pollution level. So it is coming from not only not I'm not blaming development, but it is only because of the professional lack of professional ethics. Okay, since day by day we are taking environmental taken for granted. Okay, so you should not do that. Environmental is always come first, after that development. Fine. So this is all about professional ethics. It is a second module. I completed here. So yeah, is there any doubt till now? If there is no doubt, I just want to stop my sharing first. Anything to ask? अगर doubt नहीं है तो I'll just take attendance then. Okay, wait. Wait a second. Okay, I'll just take attendance now. If you don't have any doubt, then okay. Respond to your call. Roll number one.
Yes, sir.
Roll number two. Roll number three.
Present, sir.
Roll number four.
Present, sir.
5, 6, 7. 7 है. Okay, ठीक
Oh,
है.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
8, 9,
Present, sir.
10. 10 नहीं है ना. 11, 12,
Present, sir.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18,
Yes, sir.
okay, 19, 20,
Present, sir.
okay, 21, 22,
Yes, sir.
25,
Present, sir. So 25.
26,
Present, sir.
27, 28,
Yes, sir.
29,
Yes, sir.
30,
Present, sir.
31, ठीक है, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 25 प्रेजेंट, ठीक है, रुको, 25 गिवन है, 39, 40, 33 है, ठीक है, 41,
Present, sir.
42, 43, 44, 44 प्रेजेंट, ठीक है, 45,
Yes, sir.
45 है, 45 ठीक है, 46,
Yes, sir.
40 प्रेजेंट, ठीक है, 46 है ना,
Yes, sir. 46 present.
46,
Present, sir.
ओके ठीक है,
46
ठीक है,
present.
47,
Present, sir.
48, 49, 50,
Yes, sir.
50, 50,
Sir, present, sir.
तुम्हारा एक
Hello.
कितना नंबर क्लास है अब तक, क्लास क्या कि
Sir,
नहीं पहले,
सर नेट नहीं होता है ना?
क्लास तो तुम्हारा अभी तक किया ही नहीं, रिकॉर्डिंग देख लेना,
जी
ठीक
सर,
है,
वो कल बात किया सर। जी जी।
रिकॉर्डिंग
ओके
देख
सर।
लेना, ओके, एनीवन लेफ्ट टू गिव अटेंडेंस, 40 गिवन, 11, 11 ठीक है, 22 ठीक है, 34 it's already given, 25 given, who have given the attendance you can leave the class, thank you.